we are back with some more best of 10 action. This, of course, is Meal Solutions, and we are doing the best of 10 versus Smokester. Coming up will be Game 8, but first, as you can see on the screen, here is the rundown of the maps, and the current score is Smokester 4, Meal Solutions 3. Game 7 was Pro Gas Plant Plane, or GPP, and I won. Awesome. This is after a few months of some time off for personal work stuff and just not having much time. I returned, wanted to immediately get back into this, got the game in on GPP, and now coming up will be game 8, and this was Smokester's pick, and he picked V Great Divide 2. I was pretty sure that I had never played this before, and I just did a check on TAF in the replays. Yeah, if you're unfamiliar with the TA Forever client, there's a whole replay section where you can search the whole database. And I just typed in Meal Solutions and typed in the map name and got 0 results. So I've never played it before. I did a very quick search of, or not search, but look at the map to see how much metal there was and any reclaim and stuff like that. But otherwise, I had never seen a game on it. I'd never seen the map before, and yeah, went into it completely blind. So I was feeling like yeah, it was going to be a pretty easy win for Smokester. But we will have to find out. So yeah, right now we're going into V Great Divide 2, Game 8. This will either tie things up or give a pretty commanding lead for Smokester. It would be nice if I could get the victory and come back from, at one point it was 4-2. I won GPP, so 4-3. If I can get this to get back to being even at 4-4, that would be awesome. But anyway, without further ado, let's go. And here we are, good old V Great Divide 2. So as you can see here, it's a relatively small map. I think it's like 6x8. There is some decent metal for the size, but it's not like, it's nothing crazy. One thing I did not really pay attention to was this is a crazy amount of reclaim. 8,997. That is nuts. And then in each corner there is an ulok. Up here. I guess he already got it. So he must have made that reclaim and then started walking. I did not do that. I just got these two straight into a lab. Let's see. Smokester's getting 3. Is he gonna get this one too? Maybe. Yep, he's going for a nice little walk. Okay. Another thing is that there are 2 geovents on each side. So that will come in handy, I'm sure. My initial plan coming into this was, since I had no idea what I was doing on the map, I wanted to do some aggression early. So I queued up 5 AKs right away. And then the wind died on me, so I had to go reclaim a tree, but, of course it happens. Oh, as you can see, the wind value is 0-30, so that's why we both started out with a solar. I did 2, but, yeah, when the wind goes down to like 0, there's not much you can do. So I think now I'm Mex reclaim, and then back to guarding. Do I do all that? Maybe I just do that and then guard. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm hoping to at least be able to pick off a couple mexes. If I can get a con, that would be amazing. But I'm traditionally really bad at early aggression. I don't know why. I just always like walk straight into the commander and get everything degunned. So I'm not feeling very confident at this point at all. I remember seeing this and pulling that AK away, and I was like, awesome, this is going to lead me right to him. Yeah, so I see this con, and I get really excited because I'm like, yes, I'm going to get a con, but, you know, he's going to be able to clean that up. I am sneaking these guys around back, though. He hasn't noticed yet. I got closer than I thought. I didn't think he got that low. So yeah, I'm going to be able to get a max wind. I can't remember if I get this max. Yeah, because I separate. While that's going on, okay, I did do all that. I got those two in the Ulok. And then I set my AK right there so that when it dies, he does not get the wreck. So for my standards, that wasn't a bad raid. You know, ideally I would have gotten this con, but I killed, you know, a couple mexes, got a wind, you know, just messed some stuff up for him. I forced out an early MT. And now I know that he has some AKs built up and that he's probably going to start pushing. So I'm getting, I forgot to do my radar, so I'm getting my radar up and then starting some MTs of my own. Yeah, it really sucks when the wind dies. So one thing that you can do when wind is so variable like that is you can, you know, get your wind farms going and then put up some energy storage so that when the wind value is high, you store that extra energy, and when the wind drops, you'll have the little bit of buffer from the extra storage. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I mentioned, but you know, there's a bunch of Uloks in the middle. I did not, like, I'll go and be straight up, I completely forgot about him. Similar to that statue, I just like did not contest for that at all. So yeah, he's moving in. At this point I knew that he sent everything back here. I wasn't too concerned because I was like, I'll just pull these guys back. You know, I'll send a couple guys down and be able to help out. Oh yeah, and when I saw them go by, I was like, maybe I can sneak a couple AKs of myself through. What I did not know is I didn't know exactly the numbers here. I thought there were only like 4. So when I realized, I was like, oh crap, that con's dead. And I assume this one's dead too. I try to do some magic to get him away. And I succeed, look at that, how about that? But if you look, I'm spending time like defending, having to put up MTs that I don't really want to, because the way I play, I would rather just expand as much as possible first and then defend. But you know, he's got, this has been wide open, so he's been able to just waltz in so often that I have to have some sort of protection. And I know these guys are up here, so I position these AKs down here to help defend. I did not intend to let those guys get by, so that's unfortunate. I recognized that and pulled him back right away. Oh yeah, so while this is going on, I thought that was a great opportunity to try to push these guys through. So I just sent them on a mission, and I didn't look at them at all, and they just ran into this LLT buzzsaw. Yeah, MT's coming in clutch. He was able to kill this Mex, but you know, I had the AKs there to defend, and yeah, got some reclaim from it, so overall not bad. Oh, is that what he did? He killed, you know, I heard some firing over here. I didn't know what it was, but he killed the little Ulok tree. That little little devil. Let's check some totals here. So he's a couple hundred up on metal, few thousand on energy. It's not bad. Like, he has a little bit of reclaim. I've got this, got that. Yeah, not bad. Really wish I would have tried to get some of these Zulaks, darn it. But I'm expanding. I realized I'm almost accessing metal, and I definitely would if I had reclaimed that. If I needed to drop another lab stat. And with that metal, I also wanted to transition into storms, which Smokester already had. Oh, I didn't realize he made a crasher. Okay. He just won. But yeah, he's doing double storms. Really stressing his metal out. Let's see, 1, 2, 5, 6 uncapped. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Same, okay. Looks like he'll complete his first though. Oh, yeah, there was another thing. I didn't know. I never saw this the whole game, so it goes uncapped, which he got his. Yeah, it's pretty boring right now. I know that he is making his way in right now. Oh yeah, so you can see here some thuds. I figured that, you know, I knew he had some MTs here, and I figured that he also had some other sort of defenses, and I was thinking that he would have some DTs. So I was like, I need thuds like right away. But having thuds at this point in time when he's pushing units through the middle is not good. So I immediately switched over to storms, which probably wasn't great either. I think if I did it back, I would do some AKs, because if he's pushing through like that, I need AKs that are quicker, and also, you know, I want the AKs to close these storms down. And right here, I'm not feeling great, because like, I've got numbers to defend, but you can see how my area is kind of open. Like I have 1, 2 MTs kind of covering the middle. So I immediately pulled some cons over to build more MTs. And then I'm hoping that, you know, this stuff doesn't get much damage done, that I can defend it adequately. But he's also steadily streaming stuff in the middle, which a couple of things can be good, because if I can defend it, you know, it's a good bit of metal reclaim for me. But also, I'm terrified that I don't have enough coverage, and he'll be able to just wipe me out. But looks like I'm stabilizing here. Watching this thud just miss everything is awesome. Okay, yeah, so you can see here, I successfully defended the attack, and look at all that reclaim. You know, I need it. I'm hurting on metal right now. So I immediately like pull a couple cons and start just reclaiming a lot. And then I'm finally getting my defenses up, and I should be good to go. I think I'll start poking. You know, here's an AK right here. What I really want is vision, so that's why I sent that AK up. But I need vision for the storms and thuds to be able to hit stuff. I wonder, does he reclaim this? That was another thing. I didn't pay attention to if he was reclaiming the Ulaks at all. Like I mentioned, I just completely ignored them. Oh yeah, he is starting on his advance now. I'm guessing he feels okay with you know, the amount of reclaim he's gotten, and how his mexes are completely uncontested. And yeah, he must be reclaiming that. Yep, I'm steady going with the storms, and oh, I did eventually switch back into AKs because I knew that having both labs full storm production was unsustainable as far as my metal count goes. At some point I realized that I need to do something because I know that he has to have these mexes covered, and I'm still not finished capping mine from his last raid. So I'm going to try to like poke and prod, but I am at this point very terrified that I'm just gonna get overrun. I didn't think that he was going advanced yet, but I had a pretty good idea that he had, you know, multiple labs going, and yeah. So that being said, my idea was that he's probably going to go advanced. What I want to do is I want to get a couple bombers and find his advanced lab and take it out. I would like to say I had a more intricate plan to, like, you know, target down all these mexes or something, or the geos, and that's another thing. I'll go and tell you now, I'd never cap my geos. I forgot about those as well. My goal was to get bombers out and kill a lab or two. And you can see he's trying to open up. Oh darn, I never saw if he got that reclaim. You know, he had to have. Alright, so with all this metal, I have a full metal bank. I think I am about to start a Punisher. Yep, there we go. So the idea is he has this little corridor completely locked down with storms. I was like, I need to do something to be able to break through, or at least put the pressure off so that I can get some more reclaim. Because, you know, I don't have a lot going on as far as ground. I need to just bide some time for my bombers. It's no shake. So what I'll do is I'll have my thuds kind of, you know, not at the very front, but I'll have them close by so that I can, you know, just poke every now and then. Pull my AKs up, have my storms close by too. I get extra energy going. The plan was to, you know, build a whole bunch of lens, some energy storage, and then start hooking metal makers, but I forgot. So I ended up, you know, getting a whole bunch of wins, but I forgot about all the metal makers. Yeah, he's getting mohos out now, which is pretty bad for me. He'll start jumping on eco pretty quick. He's starting to get out Mortys as well. I remember seeing these shots come in, and I thought it was like his own Punisher, or yeah, he's core, so I thought it was his own Punisher, and I was really worried then. I was like, oh no, he's you know, got his own defenses, and he's got all these storms I know about. I was freaking out. So what I did was, you know, build a couple scouts, and then I'm going to stack some bombers. Well, not really stack, but group up some bombers. At this point, again, I'm freaking out. I feel like I'm being pressured that I have to get something done right away, or the game's going to get way out of hand. So I try to push in, I try to let my range units do some stuff along with my Punisher. I realize that it is not going as well as I had hoped, so here in a moment I will be pulling back. Otherwise, idle con, yeah, here we go, I pull back. Oh yeah, and there was, like I said, I thought he had his own Punisher, but there I did see and confirm that they're Mortys, so that I was kind of relieved a little bit for that. But, you know, still, that can also confirm that he was advanced too, which is not good. So at this point I'm thinking, like, he has to have an eco advantage, which we'll check right now. So he's 1k ahead, but, you know, I can't count on this reclaim anymore. He's getting, with these Mortys, he'll be able to, in theory, take control of this center more. And then with his eco from the Moho Mexes, he will just outproduce me. So I definitely need to do something. You know, getting up another Punisher. I am going to try to slowly move forward, and then also I'm about to have enough bombers to be able to take out an advanced lab. So the goal here is I want to get my commander over to power out, you know, a couple more bombers and find where that darn lab is and take it out. Yeah, so getting both of my Punishers going now. I'm feeling pretty okay with the middle. I just want to keep him, you know, as back as much as possible, or as far back as much as possible. Let's look at, he's starting his air up now. One thing that would be nice is if I had done like at least one bomber. See, I don't know. My goal was to take out the lab, but like looking at all these mexes here with no MT coverage at all, that's really juicy, right? Like if I took one bomber and just line bombed all these, would he have like then just put up MTs everywhere so that I wouldn't even be able to attempt to get the lab? Alright, so that was my scout. I scouted my target. You know, he's scouting now. It's my Punishers, but I've got a nice little group of 7 bombers here. So I'm gonna off-screen them over here and take out my mechs with it. And hopefully take out this advanced lab. Let's see. Come on, here we go. I think I dropped them too early, and I think I get it with like the last bomb. Yeah. I was really freaking worried. I was like, no, that darn lab. I was like, it's not gonna go down. Yeah, so I marked that lab, and now I'm feeling good. So what's going to happen now is I knew I took out the lab, and I was like, he's not going to be able to have the units to adequately defend. Like I knew I thinned out his unit count right here at the front with the Punishers, right? I was like, I have a nice little stack of T1. I'm just going to push in. And you know what? I'm busting through. These storms make quick work of all of the MTs. I knew his commander was over here, so I was like, I am not going to get degunned over there. I'm just going to go this way. And I've still got bombers coming out, so I might be able to use those. I'm going to start getting my advanced up. When I feel that I break through enough, I do split off my force and run right into a bunch of D-guns. Oh yeah, I meant to target this lab, but I messed up because of the height change. So that should be a dead lab, but oh well. Yeah, so at this point, I'm feeling very good. Like, I'm like thinking to myself, I freaking won the game. Like, I can't believe it. I'm going to win. I'm still worried though, because, you know, I know his commander's here, and in my head, I'm thinking, like, he has another advanced lab somewhere. Like, right? He has to. So I'm thinking, like, I need to kill his commander immediately. So I, like, I just control W and everything attack him. Yeah, you can see I'm slinging bombs at him. Control W attack. And I got him. Let's go. Alright. Let me see. Pause it. Let me do one last total. Here we go. Total 39k, 35k. I guess I could just wait for the score screen, but yeah. So he was starting to pull ahead with the Moho Mexes. So I do think I was on the right track of needing to get something done right away. And honestly, it worked to perfection. I got rid of his advanced lab because in my line of thinking, I was like, if I push in now, well, I know I have the number, adequate numbers on him, but if he quickly transitions into pyros while I'm trying to push, like, you know, he gets a few pyros out and it completely negates all my T1 units. And no, just I would consider it a gamble. It paid off, and I'm happy. And now the series is tied up 4-4. With you know what? We'll do this. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and swap over to the updated score screen here. And there we go. You have the check on Great Divide 2. It is now 4-4 with Crystal Maze and Claustrophobia left over. My pick will be next. I'm not sure which one I'll do. I know Smokester is supposedly undefeated on Claustrophobia. I'm gonna have to fact check that though, because there's no way, right? He says he's 12-0. 1v1s. I don't think so. We'll see. I'll look into that. And then Crystal Maze. I've played Claustrophobia not a lot, but definitely more than I've played Crystal Maze. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure which I'll pick yet. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope I can eke out a 6-4. You know, that'd be nice to completely lock him out of these last few. But I can't imagine I'll win both of those, right? No. I'll be happy if I can. Honestly, I'm happy now. If he ends up winning 6-4 out of these 10 games, you know, I'll be more than happy with that. But I'm gonna try pretty hard these last two. So yeah, take care. Later.